Good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you all here today. And welcome to a new episode of the Disruption Management podcast. My name is Neil White. I'm digital lead for Capula. My primary focus is on helping our clients sort of navigate some of the challenges around digitalization. Supported today by my co-host, Richard Stone.
Good morning. As you said, my name's Richard Stone. I'm the head of digital for Capula, and we focus on solving our customers' challenges, typically around disruption, and how we can use digital technologies to drive excellence in their operations.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Richard. And yeah, just to give a brief overview of what we mean by that topic of disruption management, I mean, it's primarily focused on sort of helping our clients, minimize, downtime in terms of their production facilities, improve productivity, improve yield and quality and so forth. And that's directly aligned to a concept called smart digital operations within our business, certainly. And that's around looking at, business challenges and aligning that to sort of strategic objectives. But before we get into, a lot more detail around that, I'm delighted to be joined by our two guests today. So Elisa Castro and David Barker. Elisa, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you so much. Lovely to be here today. I am the sales manager for the European region and the UK for Dimension Software. I've been working in the industry for more than 20 years, so actually bringing all these technologies that are changing all the time to address some of the critical aspects of how to address these challenges in the industry. So it's lovely to be here today and being able to talk a little bit more about that.
Fantastic. It's great to have you here as well. David?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yes, I'm David. I'm from New Zealand and one of the founders of Dimension Software and the CTO. So, yeah, again, looking forward to spending some time here and talking about disruption management and things that are changing in the industry and how we can help and how we can bring things together and make a difference.
Okay, fantastic. And yeah, I appreciate you've had a long journey, so thanks for being here as well. Do you want to just give a very brief overview of Dimension Software?
Yeah, so we are established in 2008 and we're predominantly connected to the Pi system from Aviva and how we pull data out of Pi, but not just Pi, also other systems like maintenance systems and spatial data and LIMS and manual entry and a whole range of other things. So we pull it all together, alarms particularly, and making using that data to help improve operations and reliability and asset management and so forth. So, we bring it all together and, across a whole lot of different industries, whether it's mining or utilities, chemical and so on. So,
Sure.
Yeah, there's a whole range and quite excited to talk about it today.
No, excellent. As I say, great to have you all here. And we're going to talk around sort of four sort of primary topics today. Sort of people in terms of, how we communicate and how technology can certainly help in that aspect. Process, in terms of upstream and downstream and how we can sort of align that better. Production in terms of obviously production continuity and culture in terms of that sort of continuous change management and continuous improvement really as well.
Thank you, Neil, for the introduction. So if we move on to people, big part of any facility process, we find, there's challenges with how people communicate, how they record information.
Yes.
And in the workforce today, we have aging workforce. Lots of people have what we call a little blue book, lots of years of notes, how do I deal with things? And when we're in the shift as well, people tend to write down, this is the problems we had, these things went wrong. And it's then generally paper-based, and there's got to be a better solution to this.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think also, there's a whole lot more around, there's work from home, there's remote operating centres, a lot more of those popping up, diagnostic centres, that are central to perhaps a fleet of facilities, whether it be lots of chemical sites or mines and so on. So being able to digitise is really important to get that data flowing, not just in the shift, but up to your supervisors and managers and people who can help those people on site.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's just working through the technologies that are now available. So rather than have it, like you said, in paper, we have seen so many cases that you have separate spreadsheets all across the operations, right? Mm-hmm. How you can put that information in one place so that everybody has the same information in hand, access to the same data. And then how instead of having to go to a whiteboard and read the notes that somebody left there for you with times and, hints of issues. You actually have that in one single place that you can see the information, but also associated with the alarms that you have in the process or the information, the latest maintenance that had been done in that equipment. So it's actually managing that disruption that you can have if somebody goes to that whiteboard and cleans it up, or you are having different Excel spreadsheets with different information. So who is going to take the decision? What is the best approach to that problem, right?
Yeah, and you often find that you'll write it on whiteboards and maybe on spreadsheets, and it doesn't get dealt with it in the day. It may be at a weekly operational meeting, but the opportunity's gone. You could probably have fixed it in that shift, and be able to deal with it is real-time data and take real-time actions is really important.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the key thing, isn't it? When you have all these processes, but it's the shift handover, which is where it all gets actioned, right? So being able to pull that data in, whether it's defects that have been logged into a CMMS system, or alarms that are chattering, and being able to bring that all together in the shift handover, so it then turns into some sort of actionable thing that can be pushed to to other engineers or to control system people or instrumentation. So it's really important that it's super actionable.
Yeah, and we all live with digital technology today. The mobile phones, the mobile tablets, they're fantastic tools. Wherever you are in that facility, you can actually see what's going on. So we record the knowledge, we help communicate, and it's a really powerful tool.
Yeah, I think that interesting topic around communication there. I mean, if you look across Capula, what we've done in terms of projects around that digital space, a lot of it has been around sort of helping people communicate by using tools and techniques and so forth. But it's always been around, if you look at a shop floor, how do they communicate with each other, but then also how they're communicating upstream and how the upstream communicating with the downstream. So, that concept of, having all the data in a single pane of glass is a concept that everyone understands and can articulate against and actually make those effective decisions quickly. That's what the whole principle of what we're trying to do today, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So as you have all this information coming at you, you start to get information overload, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you think now about LLMs, right, and ChatGPT and so on, so being able to have that being distilled down and say, okay, well, I've got a shift handover. What do I need to concentrate on if I'm, say, an incoming shift operator or a supervisor or a manager? What do I need to work on? What red flags have I got? So the likes of the LLMs can really distill that down very quickly.
Yeah.
I think one point as well to the comment you made about people retiring, etc., is as well gathering that information, that knowledge that they have that is so valuable. And having tools like, for example, the wiki. We have something called the wiki, which is to record all that knowledge so that when you have an issue, an alarm, for example, you can actually put in there how you have dealt with it, what things to consider, etc. So that is information that next time that there is another operator or another engineer looking at the problem, they can have a look at it and have access to that information. So it stays within the group, the team, and they can collaborate as well. They can send messages to other people. So it's just that team effort, that collaboration that will help you as well to manage all those challenges that you currently have in the process.
Yeah, I mean, if I could just add on to that and just picking up on David's point around LLMs, I mean, the whole aging workforce concept has been a challenge for many, many years. I mean, as Capula and Dimension Software, we invest heavily in terms of graduate recruitment and training and apprentices and so forth to bring those new recruits up. And all of our clients are doing the same, but they've still got that concept of people that have been there 20, 30 years and they just know how to do that job. And the concepts of the tools like Dimension Software and the large language models that you've been talking around is all around trying to help and distill that knowledge out of individuals' heads that anybody can actually pick up and use. And actually, as a consequence of that, you're improving your productivity and how you communicate and effectively trying to reduce or remove a lot of those blockers you've got, either in your own department or in different processes or different departments within the organisation as well.
I think you're right. I mean, say in a control room, you've got a lot of data. You've obviously got your DCS and HMI, but then you've got things like downtime and shift logs and actions that need to be tracked, and a whole range of things, alarms that are coming and going. So being able to make sure that information is distilled and then flowed up to the right people. So often there might be remote sites, and then that information gets distilled and pushed up to people who are like reliability engineers or asset managers and process safety people. So if they've got good data, then they can make good decisions and actions that will help improve the facility. So really important.
So just to summarise, thank you for that. It's really interesting. Digital is here. It's found its way into manufacturing and processes. Recording that knowledge so we don't lose it, capturing those operational shifts, and having that all in that single pane of glass, which we can do today.
Yep.
We talked about it for years, but it is a reality today. In the next episode, we're going to talk about processes and how technology can affect it. So please join us for our next episode of Ultimate Exchange. Please share, please subscribe, and join us next time. Thank you.